Hey there, how are you doing today? I'm so very happy to have you here in another mini common art session. This time with the topic family business. First of all, let's try to clarify family business because it has two meanings, okay? If I have a shop, a business with my family, my parents, my brothers and sisters, my siblings, or any other family member, I may say, oh, I have a family business. But also, if I have something to do related with my family, because of any situation, whether it's a gathering or a celebration, a family celebration, or any other situation regarding my family, I can say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't go to your party because I have some family business to attend. Okay? So we are going to talk about family business, yes, and let's discover if it's going to be a business that I am running with my family or some situation regarding my family. Are we ready for that? So what are we going to do today? Okay, the intention is to describe a painting and follow instructions to make a drawing. So in this occasion, yes, I'm going to describe the painting before you see it. If you would like to make the drawing, it would be a very interesting exercise. It will be a very interesting exercise. So get yourself some colored pencils or some colored markers or just a pencil, it's okay. Or a pen and a piece of paper, of course, so that you can make this drawing. And we're going to reflect on how the concept of family structure has changed along the years. Okay, activities. Remember that we always start with something to concentrate, to focus, whether it's brain gym, whether it's mindfulness or any other exercise, so that you are here and now. If you have decided to dedicate 30 minutes or whatever this video lasts, please be here, be now. The activity for today, it's called paper balls. Then I will describe and you will do the drawing if you wish. Then we're going to talk about family business by watching the real painting. And we are going to talk about the sandwich technique, a very useful technique when you want to give feedback to somebody. Ready? So get yourself, please, a piece of paper. It can be recycled, okay? Well, or something that you're not going to use anymore. This exercise, paper balls, is very good for fine motricity, and it's also excellent to release stress and to concentrate. Okay, so we're working with both hemispheres because we're going to do it with our dominant hand and with our non-dominant hand. First of all, you have your piece of paper, okay? So tear the sheet in, I don't know, 10 stripes, 10 pieces. It doesn't matter if you don't get them straight. It's okay. Just tear it in pieces. Yes. And then you are going to take one of the pieces with one hand. You decide which one. You squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Yes. Try and make it very, very, I mean, to push it hard so that you have a small paper ball, right? And then another one with your other hand. This is very good, as I told you, for fine motricity, and it will help you when you want to draw something, when you want to do something that requires this fine motricity, okay? Squeeze it. Let's go for another one. We're only going to do 4, okay? But you can decide if you want to make 4 or 10. You can decide also if you want to do it with your family. It's an excellent activity to do with children as well, all right? So just press it very hard. Take another one, roll it, squeeze it, trying to use all your fingers, okay? Yeah? And then, well, once you have all your balls, what you can do is on a flat surface, like on a table, for example, if you are doing it with somebody else, you can play some sort of soccer or football. And then you put it on the flat surface. In this case, I'm using my hand so that you can see it. Well, maybe I could use my cell phone. It's flatter. And then you're going to flick each ball with a different finger, okay? So now I'm using my middle finger, and then I can use my ring finger, and then I can use my pinky finger. You're going to have fun, okay? I hope you enjoy it. All right, let's go for next one. What's the next activity? I am going to describe a painting for you. It's a painting by a Mexican cartoonist and painter, and it would be very nice if you have a notebook or a piece of paper. Actually, my suggestion for these sessions is that you get yourself a notebook in case you want to take notes, all right? So you have a notebook and you have some colored pencils, or they can be markers. If you're not ready, if you want to get them, go ahead, stop the video, and then I will start describing, and you will follow my instructions, and we'll see what the result is. Ready? Okay, here we go. So I'm going from general to particular. What you are looking at is a living room. You are in front, and so you're looking at the living room. Take into consideration the perspective. So you have the floor and the lateral walls and the back wall in front of you. The floor is made of wood. The lateral walls are yellowish, a bit orange, and the back wall is pale yellow, almost white, very pale yellow. Okay, on the back wall, there is a painting. There's a painting hanging on the back wall. The painting is a landscape in hues of yellow and brown, and there are some trees. You can see, well, you can see the green of the trees over there. It looks like in the far distance there are some mountains in the painting. Okay. If I'm going too fast, you can always stop the tape, do the drawing, and then start the video again. Now, we have this living room. We mentioned that the floor is made of wood, but on the floor, there is a rug. The rug is whitish, a bit brownish, okay, but almost white. And there are some decorations on the rug with yellow flowers and some blue flowers with a yellow center, pale blue, okay? Yellow or orange flowers, and others pale blue. I'm not going into very deep details. Okay. In the middle of the living room, just to the back of the drawing, like next to the wall, there is a sofa. It looks like a love seat or a two-piece sofa, a two-place sofa. It's pale pink, but the legs are made of wood also, and the structure of the sofa is also made of wood. On the sofa, there are two people sitting. It looks like they are mom and dad. Mom is sitting on the left side of the sofa. Dad is sitting on the right side of the sofa. Both of them are a little bit overweight. Well, Abel Quesada was a cartoonist. So these human figures are like the body is overweight and the head is a little bit smaller in proportion than it should. Mother is wearing a pale blue dress, like a sky blue, and it has white spots. She has short brown hair, a bit curly or wavy, and she's smiling. Her mouth is very tiny. She's smiling, but you can see her smile. She's wearing stockings, perhaps, or maybe nothing, and she's wearing black shoes. To her right, Dad is sitting. Now, Dad looks to be like a very, very serious man. He's wearing a brown suit, like beige, or khaki. Well, the suit has the collar, and it's closed. It's not open. It's buttoned. All right. He's wearing a white shirt, and he's wearing a dark tie. The jacket and the trousers or pants of this suit are the same color. As I mentioned, the suit is brown or khaki brown. And his shoes are brown too. Very formal shoes. He's crossing his legs and he's crossing his hands also. Well, not crossing his arms, okay? Just crossing his hands. One hand is on top of the other. He's wearing glasses. And he is not really smiling. He doesn't look angry. As I mentioned, he's just serious. So far, so good? I hope so. Okay, now, on the left side of Mom, we have a boy. The boy is not sitting. The boy is standing next to Mom. He is chubby. He's wearing a baseball cap. He's wearing a t-shirt. The t-shirt is orangish or brownish. And he's wearing shorts too. His shorts are blue. He's wearing maybe sneakers, something like that. He's very happy. He's smiling. His hair is brown and a little bit curly or wavy. You can see his hair just on top of his ears. He's standing with his legs one next to another and his arms just next to his body. Behind him, just in the corner of the living room, there is a coffee table. The coffee table has a mantelpiece on top. And this mantelpiece is red, dark red. On the mantelpiece and the coffee table, there is a flower vase with white flowers. They look like daisies, perhaps. Okay. Center is yellow and the petals are white. It's just a vase, a blue vase with some flowers in it. Now, on the other side, next to Dad, to the right side of Dad, we have the girl, all right? We have the daughter. I think that she's older than the brother, but they are almost the same age, the same size. The girl is wearing a pale blue dress with a white ribbon in her waist, around her waist. She's wearing stockings, white stockings, and she's wearing black shoes. She has long hair, and she has ponytails. She's very happy, she's smiling. Her head is a little bit twisted towards his dad. A little bit twisted, smiling, very happy. All right. And there is another very important detail. Mom, well, her legs are not crossed. Her hands are also one hand on top of another, but she's holding a baby. A very little tiny baby. I suppose it's a boy because the blanket that the baby is covered with is pale blue or almost white. And you can only see his face. Just a very tiny little baby. You can only see his face. The rest of the baby, including his head or hair, is covered with this blanket. And on the front of the painting, to the left side, on the bottom left corner of the painting, there is apparently a tree. You can only see the leaves, okay? You cannot see the trunk, only the leaves. And the leaves look like ferns. And there are some white or yellowish, very pale yellow flowers in this tree. Have you got it? I am going to continue. I'm going to show you the image right now, but if you haven't finished the drawing, you want to add more details to it, stop the tape, stop the video, and then go ahead so that you can watch the image. Okay, so I'm sharing the image now. Just compare it with your drawing. Was my description accurate? Could you get the idea of what I was describing? If you didn't do the drawing and you only listened to my description, which is another possibility, maybe you imagined the scene. So yes, this painting made by Abel Quesada is called Asunto de Familia, or family business. Do you think that this family business has to do with they running a business, maybe a store or whatever kind of business? Or do you think this is more related with something that happened to the family? If you decided that it is something that happened to the family, you are right. What is this grand event that happened to the family? Yes, the arrival of the new baby. Okay, so this is a painting, but it could be a photograph. Maybe in your family you have some photo albums where there are photos of special events when you were born, when another sibling of yours was born, or any other situation like that. What do you feel about this painting? What do you think that Abel Quesada wants to express in this painting? Let's take into consideration that he was a cartoonist. And most of his cartoons he made for different newspapers, they were political cartoons. They were, he was sort of denouncing some situation that was happening in Mexico. He was a Mexican cartoonist. And, well, what is he trying to express here? And even the name can give you an idea. Asunto de familia. At that time, families were considered to be only mom, dad, and children. But the situation was changing worldwide. Families were starting to be different. Nowadays, we have different kinds of families. We have all sorts of families. Families with only a couple living together, or even if you live with friends, you can consider them your family. Couples who only have dogs or cats or pets, children, no children, etc. So perhaps also Abel Quesada was trying to make a point over here. Not every family is the same. For this family, and at that time, it was very important to have as many children as they could. For example, in my case, well, I have 6 siblings. We are 7 in total. If you belong to my generation, maybe it's the same situation for you, that you have many brothers and sisters. If you are younger, perhaps you only have 1 or 2 siblings, or maybe you're a single child. If you are creating your own family, what kind of family do you want to create? Over here, it's like very balanced family. The boy next to mom, the girl next to dad, and the newborn baby. Mom and dad, well, mom especially very happy because she has this new baby. And dad, well, just in his role of being a father, very serious, well-dressed, very formal. Yeah? Can you appreciate that? What other things can you appreciate? And I would also like you to share with me, what was your experience when you were drawing, following my directions, or when you were imagining this family? Not only if you did well in your drawing or what thoughts came to your mind? What opinions came to your mind? What memories did this painting or does this painting bring to you? Maybe when you were a kid, what was family like? What was your family like? Or maybe when you were, well, now that you're an adult, what memories does this bring to you? So the reason that I am using art for this session, for these mini common art sessions, not only is because I want you to appreciate art, it is also because art makes us reflect and makes us remember different situations. You are different than I. You have different memories, different experiences, life experiences, and you have different ways of appreciating art. So through art, we can agree, we may disagree, and it is not a problem. Now I'm going to share with you the sandwich technique, okay? And why do I want to do this? Perhaps you do this activity, you take a photo, you take a painting, you take something and you do it with your family, with friends. Somebody describes, somebody else does the drawing. That's a good exercise you can do. In English or in Spanish, it doesn't matter. Or in any language that you speak other than English. And how can you give feedback in that situation or in any other situation where you have to express your viewpoint about somebody's activity or somebody's action to whatever situation. I like this technique very much, the sandwich technique, because it gives you the opportunity to talk about the positive things first. It always feels nice to give some appreciation, to mention some of the good things that the person did. The second step would be to mention the areas of opportunity. What or how can you improve? What can you do to improve in the activity that you're doing, in the drawing that you did, in the description that you did, in whatever activity at work or at school that you did? How can you give this positive feedback, mentioning the areas of opportunity? And then you finish with some encouragement to make the person feel that if they try again, even if they make mistakes, they will get better. They will do better next time. So I would really appreciate if you used this sandwich technique to comment about my description of the painting. You could say, congrats, Marcela. I think it was very positive that you started describing the setting, the space, and then you went little by little with the details. Then you can mention my areas of opportunity. I don't know, something that you find that I could have done better. Please let me know. I think it's better if you express the colors in a different way. I don't know, whatever thing that you think that you may consider that I can improve. And then perhaps you want to give me some encouragement, right? You can comment using the sandwich technique. What do you think so far about these mini common art sessions? This is session number 5. So there are other 4 sessions that you can already watch, and this is number 5. How about rehearsing this sandwich technique telling me some positive feedback using this sandwich technique. First, what you think I did right, then what you consider maybe my areas of opportunity, and then maybe you would like to give me some encouragement. That would be fantastic. And next time you want to tell something to your child, to your brother, sister, to your parents, to your co-workers, to your employees, to your boss, whoever you need to give some feedback, try and use this technique. And you will see that it gives much better results than just telling off the bad things. It's not usually convenient just to say, ah, you did wrong. Oh, you should have done this better. Oh, why didn't you do that? Then the person feels down, goes down. And maybe they won't try to do whatever they were doing again. Let's finish this session today with a quote by Abel Quesada. As I mentioned, he was a Mexican cartoonist, basically. He was born in 1920 and he died in 1991. So he had a pretty long life. And he said, I will read it. It's funny, but having been a professional drawer all my life, I have also been, since I started, a shameful painter. Shameful. Oh, I feel shame. I'm sorry. I go red, right? I have been a shameful painter. So he didn't consider his paintings to be very good. Not until recent, only my family and some close friends knew about my Sunday hobby. So he was a cartoonist. That's what he did for a living to make money. And on Sundays, he relaxed painting. But he didn't consider his paintings to be very good. So maybe when you look at your painting, you say, oh my God, this is awful. I didn't like it. This is not a very good one. And you feel ashamed of your painting. But then some people started telling them, your paintings are great. And he started painting more. And now you can see many of his paintings in certain museums in Mexico. I hope you enjoyed this session. And please give me feedback. I'd love to hear from you. Let's use the sandwich technique. And I hope to see you for the next one. Remember, mini common art sessions are just an example of what the real common art sessions are. You can always ask for information and join the real common art session where we talk, we participate live with other people, we communicate in a safe community through an art expression, right? Through an art expression. So, hope to see you soon. Hope you have enjoyed it and have a good one. Bye.